in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Steel had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steel.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steel. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steel have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steel is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. And when you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Oh, an overhand chop. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star. Nice takedown. Stack them up. Turns it around, and the shoulders are down. He kicks out with authority.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. Boom! The fight is on, and it's furious.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Oh! The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Big impact.
Oh, with authority.
Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. From the heavens, big time splash.
Able to fight Maivia off. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body. And drops the fist.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Had it scouted and met with a back elbow.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Oh, he saw it coming. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Mike. Taking flight and does not get it. Took him out at the knee. The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Just a nasty headbutt.
Starting to scale the cage wall.
Looking to keep steady, keep balanced.
Oh, he scattered that one.
Flying. Oh, man, he landed right there.
Manages to slip out of the way. Oh, my God.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has...
Brace for this impact!
Like a guillotine. And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings.
Ian Steele fending him off.
No, nothing fancy here. Instant victory.
Backed up. He kicks out with force.
Wow. Beautiful chop block. Gonna be agonizing for the arm.
Fist drop. George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia's called.
Oh, he got him. Is he going to lock this in?
This is locked in deep.
Look at the agony. We could be nearing the end. Able to punch his way out.
Chop block without warning.
Oh, strong impact.
Oh, this could be something.
Oh, God, that hurt.
Maivia can taste it now. Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down once and for all.
I don't think Steele's aware of the danger that's coming.
Striking with a knee. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast.
Nice takedown, stack for the pin.
Able to turn it into a cover of their own. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Chop! Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Can Steele recover from this adversity?
Maivia gets stonewalled.
Crucial turnaround there because George was falling behind.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him.
Peter Maivia prevents that one from connecting. Fought back with a punch to the gut. Going right after the arm of their opponent, applying the arm bar. Nice takedown. Just twitch. Shoulders down. Looking for the win here.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept.
He's trying again.
Boom, back first. And George is laid out.
Two. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown?
Oh, man.
Boom! Wow! Lights out.
Got out of the way. Just caught flush.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She's certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Picked up and being carried around now.
Might have broken their back. And onto the floor, too.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. Connects! Saw it coming!
And now placed in the corner. Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe. Oh, what a kick!
Nia is lighting up her opponent.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here. Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I said.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the irresistible force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Oh, man! That looks like it hurts.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here. And Valkyria expected that.
One counter met by another.
Uh-oh. She dodges out of the way.
Wow, Nia Jax throws a hard punch.
Nia looking to end this thing. Crashing down.
Samoan drop. There's so many moves.
Oh, that's what you get when you disrespect your opponent.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night. Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jackson. Officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold.
The steps connect. That hurt me just watching.
They crushed inside.
Throwing those steps with such disregard for their opponent.
Big running leg drop.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Corey, this situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so personal. What does Stone Cold have to do in this one to leave here victorious against Rikishi?
I don't know if you can tell someone who almost lost their life at the hands of their opponent to think rationally. Austin has rage, and win or lose, he's going to unleash it all on Rikishi.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to this disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
He gets into the ring. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
The rattlesnake's being picked apart.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
I don't know what his plans are with that table, but it's going to hurt.
Returning back to the ring.
That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. From the top.
Look out below! They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth.
There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks, and this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
Pulled in for a belly-to-belly. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him right. Guys, we should really watch out. This could spill over here in an instant.
Oh, this match is now all over our announce area.
Oh, this won't be good.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
One wicked attack after another. Samoan drop.
Scooped up. Here it comes. Rikishi. Driver. Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
And he slides him back to the mat. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now.
Good night. He's zoning in. Has something big in store. Ooh. Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down.
Turns it around.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
He averts the offense. Sent to the corner.
Oh, bruising attack to the body.
And all momentum has been taken from Austin.
Tough spot, even for the rattlesnake.
There's two. A kick out at two.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Buster. No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Stepping out of the ring here. And Austin's plans fail there.
What a headbutt.
Vicious. Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
You're not going to see Rikishi show any remorse.
Stone Cold avoids the attack.
Big forearm.
Evades the attack.
Austin is like a man possessed. It's been almost a year since Austin's been in the ring. Watch out, tossing those steel steps like they're nothing.
Sent straight into the corner hard.
Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago. Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi driver. And Austin is out.
Wasting no time. Into the cover. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this bout, Rikishi!
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was going to wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. outside of the ring, man. Just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring. Showcase Umaga's cruel brutality and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being, and he can easily change that trend right here tonight.
a phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
The champion thrives in these situations. Pride and heart will be tested. John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
As Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight. But if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
Hey, let's remember this event last year, Byron. New Year's Revolution has not been kind to John Cena. He lost his championship a year ago at this same event.
A mental hurdle Cena needs to overcome for sure. But the past is the past. I think John has a much bigger distraction in front of him right now.
No question John Cena has his work cut out for him taking on Umaga, who has been aptly named the Samoan Bulldozer for his relentless offense.
Yeah, and while Umaga may not be as refined in the ring as other superstars, his ruthlessness more than makes up for the difference. If Umaga can connect with some truly merciless attacks, then Cena and his title reign could quickly be in trouble.
Spinning heel kick. Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room. Got to get back in the ring to stay in the match.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania.
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression. Oh!
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. And Umaga wants more out of his opponent.
Wow. Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey. His Armando Alejandro Estrada knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
From the top.
Off the mark with that one. And he retaliates. Big boots.
Incredible.
The intensity of Umaga. And now he's going to the top rope.
Take off.
You gotta be kidding me! From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Ooh! Cena is unable to stop this string of offense.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Sit down, powerbomb.
Some good offense from Cena there, but it's going to be hard for John to have any lasting effect on such a huge man.
And Umaga, of course, coming from a very... Mistake by Umaga.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Brutal attack from Umaga. He smells Cena's blood in the water.
He'll take things into the ring.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Dodges away.
Wow, boot. Cena plans in motion.
Oh, man.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
A back suplex right onto the apron. Man, what timing on that counter. Oh, what a headbutt. Nice counter by Cena.
Back into the ring now.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
Here we go for the championship. And he only stays down for a 1 count.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
He puts him into the corner.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
A whole ring in between them and a collision in the corner.
Thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling. Ooh, brutal impact into the corner.
Fired hard into the corner.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look out!
A headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind rolls him down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. This'll do it. Umaga, Samoan spike.
He might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Good Lord.
Exerting his dominance. With moves like that, it's like Umaga is just bullying him.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed to hurt his opponent.
Having no conscience is what has set Umaga apart. If he gets confused and the bloodthirst takes over, that's where Estrada becomes useful by directing Umaga back to the ultimate goal.
I think Umaga just doesn't know when to stop attacking. He has no sense of what it means to pull back on the reins, so to speak.
Here it comes!
Oh, Samoan spike.
We might see a new champion crown.
The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Super kick. Gosh. Overwhelming offense now from Umaga.
Full focus from Umaga.
Umaga's gonna fly!
Samoan splash.
Is it enough? Is this the end? 2. New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
An incredibly impressive showing from Umaga tonight, absolutely leveling John Cena in a savage display of dominance.
Will Cena come looking for a rematch? Only time will tell. But for now, this is Umaga's moment. He is your WWE Champion.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features 2 Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
2 roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match, and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning. is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's an irregular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
We got 3-minute warning in the Office of Pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are two of the most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable in this match, it's essentially guaranteed.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window. They're free to be as creative as they want in their pursuit of absolutely annihilating one another.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical and calculating of the two teams. If AOP can get control of the pace and smother 3-minute warning's chaotic in-ring style, they'll be in a position to win this.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warning's thug-like tactics need to be lift off.
Diving shoulder tackle. Here's the cover.
Could be it. What? Oh, he kicked out. He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
With authority. What a clothesline. Ouch. Oh!
Oh, God.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. And Rezar's cut.
Escape and a takedown.
Oh, look at that torture their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man. Rosie and Jamal tell the victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by a pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over. Oh, and a cheap shot right above the eye. Oh, God.
Oh, no, they're coming this way.
Ow! Oh, my gosh, what impact.
Up they go.
Ooh. He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him.
Rezar cuts him off. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
And that definitely made solid impact. Rosie controlling the pace now.
3-minute warning laying waste to the AOP.
Boom! Clothesline.
He's looking fairly drained.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
A ladder. Things are about to get very interesting and dangerous.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture. We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
Stop in the leg.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Extreme Rules takes an intense toll on the body. The longer this match goes, the worse it gets.
Just whipped into the table.
What the heck is this manager doing looking under the ring? He can't be acting like this.
Whoa! Just tossing that table around like it was nothing.
He goes for the pin.
Could this be it?
Quick count out after one.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
face.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor, representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity of these teams.
This is a whole new level of chaos and brutality.
3-minute warning, and AOP just keep upping the ante on each other.
Man, inverted backbreaker. Ow.
In a well-timed counter.
Nasty kick to the face.
3-minute warning might just be done messing around. Foot meet face.
Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
And he tosses him back in now. And the cover. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase
This new gen...